go.
All right, so welcome back to our YouTube shit. My friends, to the podcast never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come side.
Really?
I can get that out. You know, I'm going to start talking like that Micro Machines guy from the 80s.
Please don't.
I wonder how many years he had to practice doing that shit, to be able to speak that fast. This is amazing. That guy, I believe that guy's still alive, too. Don't know his name, but whatever.
He reminds me of...
Gene Okerlund?
I was going to say John Lovitz, but...
Okay. Yeah, he looks like a Gene Okerlund that with that could just speak super fast. Mean Gene. I'll tell you, Mean Gene. Yep, there's that guy. That guy was... That's him, right? That guy was everywhere in the 80s.
He played Blur in Transformers.
That's right. You're right. Yes. That'll be stupid.
John Machida. That's
ba weep, ba weep,
ba weep, grana weep, ninny ba.
There you go. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I don't even know how I remember that, but
because it's a memorable fucking thing. That's why.
So yeah, his name is John Machida Jr.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. Just say it and then it appears.
Yeah, look at that picture. It looked like fucking Gene Okerlund, where he's wearing a suit. That was weird. Yeah, gotta love commercials.
Yeah, well, you want to watch it.
I need to be in New York on Monday, LA on Tuesday, New York on Wednesday, LA on Thursday, New York on Friday. Got it? Got it. So you want to work here. What really makes you think you deserve a job here?
Well, sir, I think I like it. I'm good at figures and I have a sharp mind.
Excellent. Can you start on Monday?
Yes, sir, absolutely, without hesitation.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Wonderful. And in conclusion, Jim, Bill, Bob, Call, Fred, Low, Dork, Abe, and Ted. Business is business. And as we all know, in order to get something done, you got to do something. In order to do something, we got to get to work. So let's get to work. Thank you for tuning in. Petey, you did a bang-up job. I'm putting you in charge of Pittsburgh. I know it's perfect, Peter. That's why I picked Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's perfect. Peter, may I call you Pete?
Call me Pete.
Pete.
There's a Mr. Schnittler here to see you.
Tell him to wait 15 seconds.
Can you wait 15 seconds?
I'll wait 15 seconds.
Congratulations on your deal in Denver, Dave. I'm putting you down to deal with Dallas. Don, is it a deal? Do we have a deal? It's a deal. I gotta go. I got a call coming in. Hi, Doc. Just dealt with Don.
In this fast-moving, high-pressure, get-it-done-yesterday world, aren't you glad there's one company that can keep up with it all?
You got a deal. Good. I'm putting you down to deal with Dick. Dick, what's the deal with the deal? Are we dealing? We're dealing. Dave, it's a deal with Don, Doc, and Dick. Doc, it's a deal with Dave, Dick, and Dave. Don, it's a Doc with Dick, Dave, and Doug. Gotta go, Dave. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dick. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dan. Disconnecting.
Federal Express. When it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight.
So there you go.
You should have been a rapper.
That was not the way we were going to start this program, but John Machida.
So yeah, this is our YouTube fan film show. Yeah. All right. This we're on a Star Wars kick. So I know we did like the Birth of the Beast thing from last time, but this one we're going to be doing Bucketheads, which I guess a little spin on like Jarheads. If you're a Marine, you're a Jarhead. You're a Stormtrooper, you're a Buckethead, apparently. I put two and two together there, Mike. You happy?
No.
All right, good. You're never happy. Picky motherfucker. All right. So, yeah, Bucketheads, man. You know what? What's good about this is that it knew that it had its limitations, right? You could tell that the budget only got a certain amount, so they spent a lot of time with just characters in Stormtrooper gear walking and talking. There's not a lot of visual effects in it, but when it does have visual effects, I think they all worked. And especially during the end credit sequence, I thought that looked really fucking cool. And
what are you talking about?
I'm just rambling because I'm waiting for you to cut in and just fucking start railing against this.
I was waiting for you to actually start talking about the movie. Were you talking about the movie?
I was reviewing it, kind of reviewing Bucketheads, my opinion on Bucketheads.
But you didn't even talk about what the story's about.
It's about Stormtroopers. They've got a rebel prisoner, and I don't even remember. Did they crash land on the planet, or they just land on the planet? Yeah,
it was kind of weird the way that it was set up. So, as it opens, because we're actually watching it right now, and it pans over, and we see a planet. It could be Endor, it could be anything. There's no indication. And this Imperial shuttle is flying away, and it gets hit by a missile. That's what it looks like. And the klaxon's going off and whatever else. And then it crash lands on a planet. But we don't know what planet it crashed on.
Yeah.
Like they were coming back to the planet where, that part of the storytelling right there just needed to be fixed. Other than that, for the most part, this entire sequence, the opening sequence where they're on the ship and everything's, rattling and the alarms are going off and they're having this discussion about what's going on. is really good. It's well written. The way they put their helmets on, for the most part, except for the guy at the end, they twist them on so that it creates that suction.
Yeah,
and then now they're faceless they're faceless people, right?
Yeah, and they're not the clone. They're not based off the clones because they all have their own distinctive looks, of course. So they're not gonna just all sound the same. Did I just sound obvious? Did I just state the obvious?
But the people that are watching this don't know that or listening.
Look at the head of that ship. It looks like the head of those fucking droids from the Phantom Menace.
It's
Roger.
Have you ever never seen a goddamn Star Wars movie?
Apparently not.
I mean, seriously, like the Imperial shuttle that takes off from the not the Death Star, but the Imperial Star Destroyer at the beginning of Episode 3.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, yeah. I keep saying Episode 3, but I meant the Return of the Jedi.
Episode 6, yeah.
When Darth Vader lands, or when the Emperor lands.
Yeah.
Or when they take off in the ship.
I'd never noticed it like that, but at the angle that one was showing on this one, it looks fucking straight up like a droid head. I've never noticed it like that before. I swear to God.
Or all the Lego sets, or the toys, or...
I just never noticed it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so there's confusion. I mean, like, you can see the flames and stuff like that. That's obvious CG, but we're not here
it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
It bothers me a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's
distracting. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it is a little distracting, but it's not bad. It's just because there's limitations with just like what you said, what they work with. So you have a squad of 5 people. There used to be 6. The pilot dies, and they have a general with them. And we don't know if it's a Jedi or we have to assume it's not. And they're trailing this guy through the woods to go to another point on the planet.
Yeah.
Where
the rebel scum.
Where they can hook up with another ride.
Yeah.
And of course, as they're going, they're having this casual conversation in front of the general.
Yeah.
About what they're going to be doing with R&R and yada yada yada. And
like lens flare. He's got good lens flare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's the second part that bothers me, is the fact that these guys are just having a casual conversation in front of a hostage whom could use this information against them,
Yeah.
And where they're going and find out who these identities are, that behind the Stormtrooper heads, the buckets, if you want to call it that. And that's it may be minor, but again, it's an important part of being a soldier, a trained soldier.
Yeah.
When you have someone in custody, you don't give away any private information. This is one of my favorite parts, though, where they build up the transmitter,
the jammer.
Yeah. But then you have the sniper part, where if every time the guy's sitting there with the sniper gun, and he's swinging way left and way right, it's just like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, I mean, look how the Stormtroopers are walking. They're not, you can tell that these are actors that have never done any military type stuff, because they're not walking like a
it's not like a forced march or anything else like that, where they have to get from point A to point B, and they have somebody,
Yeah, it just looks like people wearing costumes walking. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. So, but again, it's a fan film, so we have to forgive some.
No, because the HD quality is excellent. The camera angles and the close ups and the pan backs, they're all really, really good, man.
But I don't understand why you have a sniper there that has full on fucking, clear shot at every one of these guys and didn't shoot every one of these guys down.
Yeah.
So what they could have done is structured it a little bit better, so where he's following them, and he doesn't ever have a clear shot until he gets down to,
like, there's constant bushes and trees in the way or something.
Not just that, debris or whatever, exactly. It's just, or there's always something obscuring, like every angle that he takes, the fucking the prisoner is right in the way, right, things like that. Something kind of a little silly, but still. There's that's a beautiful shot right there
Fucking
with the waterfall, and then the trees with the light coming through it and everything else. And this, where they're using, you press a button and something happens, and then the screen starts to flicker to life, and then they're going to use the jammer and whatever else.
Yeah, it looks like, this might as well be almost like a cutscene from Return of the Jedi in a way.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, see, he had a clear shot right there. There's 2, there's 3, and
I see you.
yeah, he had 3 or 4 shots, and then he decides that he's going to shoot the biker scout.
Yeah.
So again, that's my problem with this movie in and of itself. It's minor.
Yeah.
It's not like this wrecks the movie or anything else like that. I just wish, because he's rapid firing a sniper rifle, and again, another one of the things that I don't care about. But I have to say that the best part about this movie is when the dude, they throw the grenade, the smoke grenade.
Yeah.
The dude just lying there on his back. I think it's a girl. But the dude's lying there on his back, and he pops the grenade.
Yeah.
And he just kind of flips it behind him. Hold on, it's going to happen here. Ready, set, go.
Yeah.
Just casual.
That was fucking...
It is fucking hilarious because, there's no cover.
Yeah.
By the way, where they're lying down, so they could just easily be picked off. Again, there's some attention to detail.
Yeah.
That should have been shown, but this part where the stormtrooper runs and he's getting shot at and he gets hit and he goes and he dives down to pick up the grenades and then hides behind a tree. But that whole process where he's sitting there and you can hear him breathing, and then he kind of he basically just steps into a different part of himself.
Yeah.
To do this, he girds his loins, if you want to call it that, and then he does his thing and throws a grenade and yada yada yada, and then he snaps out of it, right?
Yeah.
And then he's kind of back to normal, but not really back to normal.
I had a problem right here, where he just starts fucking walking around like he thinks the area is secure because he threw that bomb. Like there couldn't be other fucking snipers out there or anything.
Right.
He's just like, hoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, keep taking cover, man.
Yeah, like I said, there's some things that are problematic with this, but the storyline is solid.
Yeah.
The
visuals are good except for the fire.
yeah. Well, the visuals are good. The action is good.
Yeah.
And the payoff for this is even better.
Oh, when it ends, I was like, that's it? I was like, fuck, I wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
That's a good movie right there. It's good when you want to keep going.
Yeah, I really wanted to see more of this.
Yeah.
And I think that I would really like for these guys, this Transmute Pictures, to go back and really give us another episode.
Yeah.
So
let's get a follow up.
I believe that their take on this, from instead of the Republic or Rebellion, to a that's a great standoff right there.
Yeah,
with the smoke in the background. It would have been better if there was smoke in the foreground, in the front ground.
I know what you're saying.
In the front,
between the camera and the characters. Yeah.
Yeah. And does he have a fake neck piece on?
You know what? I think
that
could be like a communication wire.
No, look.
Yeah, you're right. He does.
It looks like a fake neck piece.
He does.
On.
He's got something. Yeah. Or no, it's a chin strap. I think it's just a big chin strap for his headgear. Let's see. Of course, when we're talking about it, they aren't showing it. That's the rule. Yeah, it's just a strap.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's you can see it. It's about 2 inches or so, 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick, and it goes from the bottom of each earmuff to the other.
It just
one.
looks like it looks like it has a plastic neck guard,
almost like Juno from Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Like he's protecting his neck, like he's got a turkey waddle or something like that. No, and this final confrontation, whether they're brothers or whatever, that's what I have to assume.
Yeah.
Is that they're brothers and that
they do look very similar to each other.
Yeah. That's a Boba Fett helmet, by the way. That's a see the helmet right here? That's an off the rack Boba Fett helmet that someone bought, and then
because he's wearing a hat underneath it.
Yeah. Or they fashioned a piece to look like the off the rack Boba the Fett. Boba the Fett.
Yeah.
So, of course, now this guy knows, the general knows even more.
How did he hit him that many times with the butt of his fucking rifle, and the dude just got, a little fucking cut on his cheek?
because he was lying down on the ground.
It just looked like he fucking murdered him, massacred him the way how hard he was hitting him.
Yeah, but the guy was lying face down.
Yeah.
So, and then
This is fucking cool.
Yeah, the whole final the credit sequence where they're doing the little miniatures, I guess,
On the helmet, yeah. Close up.
And who knows if those are because they're slowly moving too. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize this at first. That's fucking awesome.
Because it looks
just
like
sitting there.
sand dunes at first, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, that's a helmet.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's excellent, man. I love all these ideas that these short filmmakers, these fan films are doing. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Lucasfilm is allowing them to do that. We got the Vader films.
Yeah.
We've got
Did you hear about LucasArts? They're helping make games again.
Lucasfilm games.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's LucasArts or Lucasfilm
It-
games. I think they're bringing back Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
games.
they're bringing back LucasArts because they're still not going to make games in house. They're going to help other companies like EA, like Electronic Arts, make.
Disney hires for Lucasfilm games, not LucasArts. Disney's Lucasfilm games will not make Star Wars games. Well, that's yet to be seen.
Yeah.
We don't know because Lucasfilm's games has been hiring for new Star Wars games and heritage products. So
Yeah, and that was the game they were working on when they canceled it in 2012, right?
what?
There was a Star Wars game they were in the middle of, and then when it got shut down, so there's I think one of the
There was 1313. There's a bunch of others. Disney, in particular, I would assume, and the people that run Lucasfilm are getting tired of all these other games that are started, and then like they'll disband the team and this and that and the other thing, or cancel this or cancel that. And I think that they're just fucking tired of dealing with the amount of money that they're putting into this shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it gets canceled for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, thank you, Google. EA has officially canceled the Star Wars game. This was back in having largely restarted from scratch with what it inherited from Visceral back in October of 2017. Why? Then that wasn't 1313. That was something else. 1313. That was the open world Star Wars game that EA was working on. 1313 was another game that they were working on, which was like the Boba Fett game. But that 1313, the game, turned into the Mandalorian, by the way.
Okay.
So we're at least getting something out of it. Knights of the Old Republic's free. 1313. Project Ragtag. Let's see. This is the one that was developed by Visceral under the leadership of Amy Hennig, who previously worked on the Uncharted franchise. The story followed a band of smugglers and thieves led by a scoundrel named Dodger. The crew would have flown to different planets across the galaxy on heist missions to evade the evil Empire. This is set between A New Hope and Empire. Fuck yeah, give it to me. Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leaders, Imperial Commandos, which would have been cool because Republic Commandos was a fucking great game. And then you have Star Wars Battlefront 2, Darth Maul, Orca, which was rumored to have been something of a scoundrelly bounty hunting vibe, allowing players to visit a variety of planets and team up with different factions. I think that was probably the same as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes right down to it, I think that they just had enough of
Wasted creation, and money.
Yeah, just wasted money is really what it comes down to. It's like, why the fuck are we putting all of this effort into third-party developers when we're getting nothing out of it?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think, what are we going to do next? We're going to do The Last Padawan?
I've already seen The Last Padawan.
How is it?
Meh.
Is Bucketheads better?
Yeah, I'm not, I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of seeing, I'm tired of seeing, not just fan films, I'm tired of seeing Jedi.
Okay.
You know, The Last Padawan's not meh. It's just, to me, I'm just tired of everything Jedi.
Yeah, because there's so many other things that could be done, and Jedi's the safe route to go, right?
Right.
I get you.
What is this one? We may do this one.
Odyssey?
Star Wars story.
It's only 12 minutes. We can watch it before we go
Let's
to the movie.
do that.
All right. So, all right, we'll let you know how Odyssey is on the next one.
All right.
So go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right.